for Best Picture in his role as producer on Top Gun: Maverick and for a supporting role in Magnolia, but he's never won. Production designer Wynn Thomas and choreographer Debbie Allen were also honored for their work. All Smithsonian museums will reopen after weeks of closures during the government shutdown. The tourist favorites have been reopening on a rolling basis since the government reopened last week. The Air and Space Museum reopened on Friday. You could see the pandas again at the National Zoo. The rest will be.
Well, we talked about it at the beginning of the hour, feeding Tampa. Last year, the need seems to be growing every year. Let's go ahead and bring back in my fellow anchor, Wendy Ryan, who is live at Feeding Tampa Bay tonight, watching this giveaway firsthand. Good afternoon, Wendy. The need is great there.
It is. Thank you, Nadine. I'm here with Shannon Hannon Olivero from Feeding Tampa Bay. Thank you for taking the time to be with us. It's been quite busy behind us.
Yes, it has.
When I got here at like 3, the line was already lining up. How many folks were in line right at 4 when you opened?
So we definitely had more than 300 because they were going all the way down Causeway Boulevard. So we looped them through we're trying our best to manage this extra traffic, if you will. But we're getting them through pretty quickly, which is important.
Yeah, that is good. Now, what's the protocol? Can anyone get in line or do they need to sign up?
Anyone can come. Anyone who needs a Thanksgiving meal can come to us today, and we have 1,000 meals prepared that you can go home and make in your own home and eat around your table on Thanksgiving Day.
That's great. Now, you've hooked up with Winn-Dixie.
We have.
And I understand normally they do about 500 meals, right?
Yes.
So they've doubled. Is that because
Yes.
the need is even greater now?
Yes, that's because of the shutdown and the impact that had. They actually gave us a call and said we're going to double our output and donate even more to make sure people have what they need. So they're an amazing partner and are there for the community, like all of us should be.
Yes, that's so great. I want to talk for a moment about that shutdown because so many folks, I was here just a couple weeks ago and the line was never ending. I mean, it was really just bumper to bumper. And I'm wondering how much of an increase you all had to give out during that shutdown for so many of the SNAP recipients who weren't getting paid at that point.
Right, so, you know, we typically, it's 1.7 to 1.9 million meals a week is what our typical output. And we were over 200,000 more meals during the shutdown a week. So it's been a lot of food going out. It's been a ton of amazing volunteers. You know, our media partners have made sure to get the word out so those folks don't have to lack for food. So it's, again, all of us working together to make sure those that are in crisis have what they need.
Yeah, now you mentioned the volunteers. Have you needed more volunteers with all these extra food, you know, meals that you're giving out? And will you need more volunteers as we head into Christmas?
We always need volunteers. So we have about 5,000 volunteers a month currently. We had about 650 more to help with these additional distributions. So volunteers are key to our work. We couldn't do this. You see how many of us there are and this army of volunteers behind us. We're just very thankful to them, and we have emergency volunteers that come when the call is made.
That's great. And you're going to do this again for Christmas, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay. Thank you, Jen.
Absolutely.
So much for your time and for all you guys do at Feeding Tampa Bay. You guys are really great. And coming up at 5, I'll be talking about the amazing volunteers they have and actually how you can get involved as well. But for now, I'll send it back to you in the studio. Nadine?
Wendy, thank you. It is always so great to see our community come together. Let's go ahead and bring in meteorologist Shay Ryan. It makes you feel warm inside, especially when you know so many people are struggling. It's also feeling warm outside today as well. A lot of things warming up for us today.
Yes, and it's really looking beautiful outside right now. Thankfully, we don't have any rain getting in the way of whatever it is that you need to be doing outside. You can see right now we have clear blue skies and plenty of space on the sand if you are planning on heading out to watch the sunset. It's looking gorgeous out there this evening. Again, we've got some beautiful colors starting to show up on the horizon. And again, we do have clear and dry conditions. 83 degrees now in Tampa. The heat index is showing that it feels like it's 84. We do have dry conditions not only across Tampa Bay, but all the way across Central Florida. So conditions are looking great no matter where you're at today. We may have a chance for some patchy fog as we head into the next couple of mornings. It doesn't look like anything that's going to be widespread and dense, but we do at least have a slight chance for finding some of that. Yep, thank you.
Department of Homeland Security in what federal officials are calling Operation Charlotte's Web. This immigration enforcement operation comes as sanctuary cities and jurisdictions remain top targets for the Trump administration's immigration crackdown. Locals in Charlotte told Scripps News the operation was widespread, reaching stores, parking lots, and at least one house of worship and a hospital. Many of the encounters were captured on video. Like this, showing a man identified as a 46-year-old Honduran U.S. citizen who said he was stopped twice by Border Patrol agents within 10 minutes. He says that if they break his window, they will have to pay for it. Agents proceeded to smash his window, then forced the man out of his vehicle and threw him to the ground. In another instance, a resident identified as a 73-year-old woman in East Charlotte captured this video, showing officers questioning her landscaper who was putting up Christmas tree lights on her lawn. She said the agent stopped after she began recording and left without arresting him. Before the end of the weekend, Border Patrol Commander Gregory Bravino touted on Sunday the swiftness of the operation, saying on X that at least 81 people were arrested within 5 hours. He said many of them had significant criminal and immigration history. North Carolina Governor Josh Stein said that he welcomed the removal of violent undocumented criminals from Charlotte by CBP, but pushed back on the tactics being used by agents.
Everyone wants to be safe in their communities, but the actions of too many federal agents are doing the exact opposite in Charlotte. We've seen masked, heavily armed agents in paramilitary garb driving unmarked cars, targeting American citizens based on their skin color, racially profiling and picking up random people in parking lots and off of our sidewalks, going after landscapers simply decorating a Christmas tree in someone's front yard, and entering churches and stores to grab people. This is not making us safer. It's stoking.
I've got it.
It's actually 5:04. It's actually earlier than what she said. I think it's 5.
Like a ghost town in some way, shape, or form. There are kids staying home from schools. There are families staying home from work. There are people avoiding essential needs like groceries or even emergencies.
It's unclear how long this operation will last in Charlotte, but federal immigration enforcement reportedly already has its sights set on New Orleans next. Katia Tubman, Scripps News Group, New York.
I'm always staying on top of the state of insurance here in Florida, and I wanted to bring you attention to some potential savings here. AAA just announced it has lowered home and auto insurance rates. Those reductions amount to a 15% rate deduction for auto insurance and 5% for homeowners. AAA also says it's asked for another auto policy reduction. If approved, this could take effect in January of 2026 for new business and then March of 2026 for renewals. Well, the state of Florida is on its way to becoming a top 10 global economy by 2030. The Florida Chamber Foundation announced that if Florida were a country right now, it would rank as the 15th largest economy in the world, now surpassing Spain. Its gross domestic product is more than $1.7 trillion. Florida is focusing on adding more high-wage jobs, expanding the workforce, and reducing childhood poverty.
The colder weather means you'll likely be running your heat. Next, hear what you can do to save some money by making sure your system is working properly. Colder weather means you'll likely be running your heater, but there are things you can do to make sure your system is working properly so you don't have to spend a ton of money on heating costs.
Some of the things we don't want to see are going to be buildup of rust, any hot spots. Hot spots or any rust will look exactly like this.
As a service technician for Mozzie, Christian Perez says taking care of your HVAC system can mean the difference between a couple $100s to thousands in repairs.
You'd be surprised at how much stuff ends up inside of these systems. I've seen anything from, rodents, I've seen toys inside of these systems. So it's always good to at least, have the peace of mind when you're running the equipment that it's safe for you and the family.
He says the first line of defense, keep on top of routine maintenance, such as changing out your air filter every 3 to 6 months. That will cost you anywhere from $10 to $15 a package. And it's something homeowners can do on their own. Next, make sure the area inside your system and the equipment is clean, because the dirt and debris could